All right, Stuck. You're just on fire. I somehow got it with the
Never
rate.
in doubt.
Yeah, I mean crazy. So yeah, keep it up, man. What you got for us this week?
I'm gonna make a last minute switch. I was gonna go with Carolina, just outdoor golf, Carolina defense, but I'm gonna go with Chubb not practicing. Watson not looking okay. I'm gonna go with the Saints. I think this is closer to a coin flip. I show a little bit of value in the spread, and then throw in the crazy wind and the total. This is just a wild variance game. It could depend on who has the ball where at the end of the first. So yeah, happy to take this game a total of 31. Basically, this is just a coin flip, and you're gonna have tons of runs. And the Saints run defense has not been as good, but they're getting healthier. The defense line was found out. The Browns run defense has been bad all year. That could end up being the difference here. So yeah, give me the Saints on the money line.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Who, by the way, I bet them on our preseason. I bet them to win the division, which somehow still has life. If only they didn't blow that game on when they were up 16-3.
Yeah, I have a Panthers futures, and so I was just as I could have used them not blowing that. Game.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, everyone's still alive. So.
Everyone's still alive, no matter what future you have.
Alive. Yeah, man. I'm gonna go with the Rams here at home, plus 124 against the Broncos. Listen, the Broncos finally got a win. It was at home. It came against Trace McSorley. It came in a game Russell Wilson didn't play. Now Wilson's back. I've just seen this movie too many times where it's everything's a struggle. They probably won't give up more than 10 to 13 points, but they may not score more than 10 to 13 points. And Mayfield obviously, I think is going to play a lot better at home, like he did in the first meeting. Going to Green Bay, I don't think they got 200 yards of offense last in that Monday night game, so it was not pretty. But if there's any team the Rams can beat, it's a team like this, because their defense is kind of wasted. It's what are you gonna do? Hold the Rams to fewer points than they were already gonna score? They're already not gonna score more than 10, 13, 17 points anyway. So can the Broncos score more? Maybe, maybe not. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But it's gonna get real tense if they have a couple of 3 and outs or punts with Russell Wilson. There's still that tension on the sidelines. So I think the Rams could pull off another miracle, kind of like they did at the end with the Raiders at a game I happened to witness live. So give me the Rams.
Yeah, I'm going to disagree with this one, but I mean, I could never fault you for just taking the dog against the Broncos on the road. But what I think this comes down to is the Rams cannot run the ball. These two teams are really similar in that you have quarterbacks who've been inept. Their offensive lines that are just decimated by injury, all receivers that have been decimated by injury. But the Broncos, at least you have Judy, and you can run the ball a little bit, and then you have an elite defense. The Rams defense now, without Donald, it's just average. But the Broncos pass D is so good, and I think they're number one now, probably, assuming DVOA and EPA per play. They can be run on a little bit, but that's why I was on the Rams team total under last week, which I wrote up for action, is that the Rams can't run the ball. So if they go up against a really good pass D like they did against the Packers, Baker Mayfield is awful. And he's playing behind an offensive line that also you probably don't have your center now. Brian Allen got hurt, another injury. He got hurt last week. And your number one receiver is Van Jefferson, right? I mean, so even Baker Mayfield was bad, and now he's playing with and there's gonna be no home field advantage here. It's Christmas Day for a corpse team. There's gonna be no one here. So yeah, I actually might bet the Broncos, but
I've seen this movie too many times, man. It always makes logical. It's made logical sense to bet the Broncos and their elite defense and their decent skill position players all year.
But this is also just the fate of the Rams for me. I couldn't get behind the Rams right now in Baker Mayfield.
I mean, hey, maybe it's got witnessing it live. You got to see Baker bake. Got to see him bake up close and personal, bro. It's life changing.